City Tavern is known for their 18th century food, and today we have Emmy-winning chef Walter Staib here in the kitchen with us. Walter, welcome.
Great to be here.
Oh, great to be here.
And it's 3 Emmys.
3 Emmys. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about them? First, tell us what we're making.
Actually, we're making something very spectacular. Like everything I make is spectacular.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less.
First, we're going to do a Brook trout, which is a brown trout, or they call it a German trout.
Okay.
Finished with a caper and lemon butter. And we serve it on barley, which is typical 18th century starch. And we're making an appetizer that is used to be Ed Rendell's absolute favorite. It was mayor and governor. And it ties back into the 18th century because the Delaware was unpolluted, full of fresh fish, full of oysters, shrimps, everything else it is. The trout you can buy in any supermarket, as you well know. And in the old days, it was very complicated. Now it's easy because they come completely filleted, as you can see, just beautiful like that. All you want to do is you want to put a little bit of Liam Parent sauce over, just a tad.
A little Worcestershire.
And yes, and you want to do this about, I would say, maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes before you actually want to serve it. Why? If you make it longer, it'd be like ceviche. You don't want that. You know,
okay.
you don't want to.
So it'll almost get in there and cook the fish.
Correct.
Like
you don't want to do that. So basically, I do that. I take a lemon, and I can just squeeze the lemon over a little bit, here like so. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to have my pan get nice and warm, and with butter and oil together again. Butter for the flavor, oil to be able to get the heat up. You know, so real simple.
I'm going to go ahead and put my apron on so I don't ruin my beautiful outfit from the Knitwit store.
Yeah, make sure of that. All right, so look here. The trout, I already showed you earlier, marinated. So 5 minutes time. Then what you do is you take it and you just drench it in all-purpose flour.
Very lightly?
No, heavy.
Okay.
Heavy, actually, just like I'm doing here. I'm just going to put like 1, 2, and it goes right into the pan.
So the flour is going to act to kind of crisp up the outside?
Yes, exactly. And there's butter and flour gives amazing flavor. Now we're going to get started on the shrimp. Now obviously I made some ahead of time already, but I want to show you how the other ones are done.
All right.
So basically what you do, you take a nice big shrimp, you want to cut it open like so, but not all the way through. Then you want to stick a piece of basil in there like that.
So you get the flavor all throughout the shrimp.
And then I have some bacon. I kept it nice and cold. And you want to do the bacon, and you roll it around the shrimp. Anyway, just go like that, and then we put the toothpick to it. So you want to do me a couple of those?
Of course I will.
Now the sauce, let me tell you, is the most interesting thing, because it starts off with using fresh horseradish that I have right here, and I grate a fresh horseradish right into the skillet. Look at that. The power of the horseradish is unbelievable.
If you've never smelled fresh horseradish before,
and so
put it on your bucket list.
Yeah. So I got horseradish, I got honey, I got pepper flakes, and now I use any kind of a store-bought barbecue sauce, believe it or not. Literally, any. There's really no right, no wrong.
That's a great quick tip. You don't have to go ahead and make it from scratch.
No. And then what you do is you want to put a dash of any hot sauce in there, any hot sauce you can get. And then it depends how hot you like those shrimps. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh wow, look at that crispy skin.
Look at that. All I want to do now, I'm going to show you what I'm doing those. I have oil on the fire. Here we go. I'm putting the shrimp in there. Most people unfortunately overcook shrimp all the time. They make it, it should be opaque.
So it's rubbery.
Exactly. So it's kind of
we don't want that today.
No. So we're going to leave this here 1 second. While this is doing that, I'm going to go ready here quick and cut up a quick onion that I need for my accompaniment. That's the barley that I'm serving with it. So I'm going to just cut the onion really quick. Just a nice little, a small dice would be perfect.
Now while you're chopping this onion, why don't you tell us a little bit about your Emmy-winning show?
Well, you know, the show started many years ago as a really an idea I had that when I got involved in the City Tavern, I did really not realize how much great food was in this country.
Oh yeah.
And I had convinced myself that more people need to know about it. So this is how the show started.
That's great.
Really giving the people the flavors. You know, we just finished the first 5 presidents of America. So the shrimp is perfect the way we cooked.
Oh,
so what you want to do, you want to land them on a little plate with a paper towel. Here we go. And just let them sit up for a little bit. We have over there, we have a pan.
And this is pre-cooked barley you have?
Yep. You're going to cook the barley ahead. When you cook barley, you want to make really, really sure that the barley stays al dente. Like so much here.
So if you cook the barley too much, you're going to get mush?
Horrible.
Is that what happens?
It'd be horrible.
Yeah.
You would not appreciate it. You can do me a favor. You can take one of each of those beautiful short cuts.
These are beautiful, Dorot products here. We've got parsley, a little cilantro, and also some basil.
Yep, you got it. I have a little bit of curry powder that goes in there. When I have the shrimp, I let them sit up for a little bit, as you see me doing it here.
Yum.
And now, what
Smell
you do...
that curry powder.
So here we're going to do, look here, we just put a little bit of the horseradish sauce. You want to taste the sauce? Take a spoon over there.
Yeah, I would love to. Oh, smell that horseradish as soon as you bring it up to your nose.
Good.
Woo! That's great.
So now you're going to just drench them in the sauce. Make sure it's nicely coated. A little bit of sauce on top. And then, like I said earlier, there's two ways you can do it. If you're really an advanced chef, you might want to fry some basil and lay it on top, like I showed you.
Beautiful like that. Just gets translucent and the color really pops.
Or you can just take a little piece of fresh basil and stick it in there. So now the barley we're going to just put on a little bit on the plate. There we go. Take one of the Trouts. Beautiful on there. So now I have some capers here. Give me the lemon fillets that I made over there.
Beautiful little lemon segments that you made.
I got the asparagus that I just sauteed with a little bit of...
little asparagus in here?
Yeah, asparagus and onion. This makes a nice little veg. Look at that.
Fresh veg.
And very al dente. Try that. Beautiful flavor. That's beautiful. They don't get better than that. And here, I'm just going to put my lemon in here.
I love that you use the actual
with the Worcestershire sauce a little bit. Thank you. And we are ready to eat.
What a healthy plate as well. The barley, the asparagus, and the fresh fish.
Really big selling dish in the restaurant as well. Really big selling.
Well, you're getting fancy on us, aren't we?
No, it just makes it nice, you know.
Yeah.
And a nice little sprig of parsley over here.
That's a great dish.
And we go ready to eat.
Voila, let's take these over to the table.
Yep. So let's try one of those shrimp.
I can't wait to try these. These look fabulous. Yum. I'm going to dig right in.
Okay.
I want to make sure I get some basil and bacon in every single bite.
Everything together. If you make that at home, you can make it hotter just by the amount of pepper flakes you put in.
The shrimp is cooked perfectly. I can tell you've done it before.
A few times.
Yum, let's get to this.
Now, those dishes are popular sellers in the City Tavern. So if you come to the City Tavern, it's always on the menu. This is always on the menu.
I can tell why it's always on the menu. It's absolutely delicious.
And we do a big, big number with barley. So many people call me and say, oh, I had a dinner in your restaurant. I love the rice. And I tell people, I have to disappoint you. We don't serve any rice. Want to take a piece of that?
Yes, please. Look at that crispy skin. I want to get some of this asparagus.
Try some of the barley. You helped me on it. You did very good. And this is a German brown trout that you can get now in every supermarket. So you don't want to overwork it. So many of the chefs I see, they overwork their food. You want to keep it clean, you want the flavors to speak to yourself. And that's how we serve the City Tavern, from the farm to the table, as fresh as possible. It's our entire philosophy.
It's fantastic. Well, Chef Staib, it was a pleasure having you here again today.
My pleasure.
Thank you.